So now let's look at the share of Maruti. Maruti share, if you see, usually follows this band. This is the lower band, and this is the upper band. Yeah. So if you come down to over here, so let's say from 23rd September 2020 until now in February, it's never fallen below this band, and the same time it's never gone above this band.
Correct.
So it's moving within this range. This range it is moving.
Okay.
And it will keep moving this way until it breaks either the upper line or the bottom line.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I see.
So what happens is you take this tool over here.
Correct.
You connect a certain pattern. You have to discover that. There is no ready formula for that. The ready formula is confirmed bottom and confirmed top. But I don't want to confuse you with that. For your audience, you can take a simple tool, connect. You'll see a range emerging. And then you see, okay, this looks like another range. So does it connect? Yes, it connects. This is another range. Yeah.
Correct.
See, the stock is moving on this. Now, this was an aberration or an exceptional move because this is a time when the COVID thing happened, when COVID actually happened. So that time, all crazy things can happen. So that crazy movement happened over here. But even before that, if you see, even before COVID, it was following this range. So if you do away with this aberration, which was an exceptional event, it actually is following this range. So if I want to buy Maruti, I must always buy when it comes over here and always sell when it reaches over here. I will make good money in this share.
Okay.
So if this breaks, then it is going to go to the next high. If this breaks, it's going to make a lower low. And that lower low could be possibly be a range of this new low. It will come all the way down here.
Yep.
It always stopped over here. And then after that, the next low it forms is here.
Okay.
This is the way to get it. Now, for example, if I put it the other way, supposing what happens if it breaks this above, where will it go? So for that, I can do a whole different exercise. And figure out.
I believe you can make this chart and pricing forecast by every minute. So is this true?
Oh, yes. Very good question. A very smart question. Yeah, very, very smart question. So this logic which I shared with you now,
correct,
you can use it for daily basis, for hourly basis, 15 minute, 1 minute, even by seconds. So if you see this over here, this is D.
Yeah.
So I am now looking at the price, the share price of Maruti moving on a daily basis. So every candle is for each day. So this candle that you see is for each day. One day, then the next day. Now, if I change this to hours, it will for every hour. So in every hour, how the share is moving. Now, if you see this is this purple range.
Yeah.
For the last few days, it's not been going above the purple range here.
Correct.
So if I am a daily trader, I can always, in the moment it comes to this purple range, I must sell. The moment it's below, I can buy. So yeah, I can, it moves by the hour, it moves by the minute. Yeah, so I can do the same monitoring by minute. This is every minute chart.
Yeah.
Now, like this is yesterday, now starting at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Say, till the end of the day. Every minute I can see the movement. So at 15:13, this is what happened. At 15:14, this is what happened. At 15:15, this is what happened. Similarly, I can go by second. Every second, what's really happening. But that becomes like too crazy, not for people like us. But you can see it by the second also. Every second, what's happening.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, interesting question and a good way to look at it.
Yeah. So I'm asking my audience to be long-term investors. So what are the best conditions in which I should use my charting tools?
Oh, very good question again. So for long-term investors, if you're talking about multiple years, I assume you're talking multiple years because that's what your audience will look at. They should not look at 1 month, 2 months, or 12 months. They should look at multiple years. So I'll use the same logic. This daily, what you see, you should actually not look at daily chart also. You should look at weekly charts. So every week, what was the open and the close? Or you can go to the monthly charts. So every month, what is the open and the close? If you follow the monthly chart, if you're a long-term investor, you will very rarely go wrong. Now, let me show you the range over here. If I'm following the monthly chart, or let me make it. So in monthly chart, let's look at the range. So the range is this. See, it's not been going up since Jan 2018, September 2017. Yeah. Every time it never went beyond this range.
Correct.
That's one. And when it comes down, let's see where it is never broken the range. This is the range, it's never broken.
Correct.
See? Yeah. I mean, usually follow. If it breaks this, then it comes down here.
Yep.
These are like simple line charts that you can do with these ready-made tools. Yeah.
Yes.
Get some idea. That's point number one. Now, point number two is, if this breaks this, so first of all, ideally, I should buy this share whenever it comes down in this range. So whenever next time it falls down here, yeah, I could buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it breaks further, I should be careful. And if supposing, God forbid, another big event like a COVID happens of that scale, then if the stock will fall from here, it could come down all the way here.
Oh.
And if it comes down all the way here, like typically for during the times of COVID and all, many people, many smart investors who follow technicals would have bought it at this level.
Okay.
And imagine it came down to 3,000 or 4,000 rupees, is now gone to 8,000 rupees, 9,000 rupees. In fact. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one way to look at it. Other way to look at it is, if it breaks this, where will it go? Yeah. I'll help you understand that too. So your question is, how should I look at long-term charts?
Yeah.
So I'll draw the bottommost trend line. I can see a trend line. If you see, the worst case bottom. See, you can see a trend line emerging over here. Let me try and change the color of this. You guys like red, so we'll make it red for you. Yeah, so you see,
yeah,
this is a trend line emerging. So if it breaks this zone, it may ideally go here, up to here, which is 11,500 rupees.
Okay.
So if I'm a long-term investor, I'd say I have to buy 100 shares. So if it comes down this, which it should, because as I said, it keeps moving in this band, it will come down over here. So I should buy at 6,200, 400 rupees next time whenever it comes down. I am a safe buyer. If it falls down further, it will not fall down below this. Yeah. Probability is it will not fall down below this. Yeah. So I'll buy another 100 shares over here. Then I know I have to wait for a couple of months for it to reach over here. Now, you may say, how much time will it take for it to reach over here? Again, there is a kind of a thumb rule. The thumb rule is how much time it took for the share to fall from here to here. So let's measure this. Say, this is the time it took.
Yep.
Yeah. To fall from here to here. The chances are, it will take similar time to rise this way also. So if I reverse this at a similar angle and say, supposing it falls over here, okay, the next month it comes on over here. So it would take similar time, and say by July it falls over here. So by March of 2025, it should go to this price. So it takes almost similar time period also. So these are like kind of thumb rules. They are not, as I said, they're not accurate. They are thumb rules. They are indicative. That's the right way to look at it. So if you're a long-term investor, you look at the monthly. Now, same thing, if I look at weekly, it will be almost following a similar pattern. I will not change my lines. See, this is a line that is following on the weekly pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as of now, on a daily basis, it's moving in this range, daily, monthly, and weekly. And for me, this is the buy zone, and this is the sell zone also. So if you're a long-term investor, you should look at weekly or monthly charts. You'll be more safer. So nothing is a guarantee in stock market, but you're more safer.
Yeah.
So this technical tools actually don't give you accuracy, but they give you an intuitive reading, not intuitive, they give you a scientific reasoning for you to assume that the probability of the buy is good at this level or the probability of a sell is good at this level. And there is no definite price point like 222 rupees and 25 paisa. So 220 is possibly the right price. So it could come at 200 rupees or it could come to 240 rupees, but that's the range in which you should buy or sell it or whatever. So it gives you indicative values. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, it definitely does. And it seems very interesting. And I'll proceed on to the next question. Once I draw these charts for specific stocks, where can I save this? Or can I even send it to others if they want to view it?
Yeah, so as you mentioned earlier, so I have saved my charts over here.
Yeah.
I can go on these, and there is a section which I can share it. So others who are subscribers of this, mostly paid subscribers or whatever, I can share it with them. So yeah, there is a way of sharing it. Here, this is a sharing one.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have made it yes for share. I could say no. Yeah. If I say yes, then I can click and share it with someone, whoever I need to.
Okay.